I'm heading to Satvik Movements Kirtan gathering. Actually, it's raining. I thought of riding or take a bus or something, but I can't because it's raining. So then what to do? At last moment, I choose the cab, and now I'm going to the spot. It is too far actually, but I wanted to go, and this time Arshin Sabha is coming. That is a special thing, so I don't want to miss it. Yeah, I know it is little difficult for me now because it's raining and I have to leave my daughter also, but yeah, it worth it. That's why I'm going. Yeah, I am in the cab. I will show you everything there, what will be the event and all, how it will happen. And today I'm very excited because Harsh and Sabha will be there and Kirtan will be there. That is my favorite part, and today is Krishna Janmashtami. What else you want, right? Finally I'm here, and see, I was late, right? So Kirtan already started. Welcome drink was given, herbal tea. It was very good. This is a herbal tea.
When I was a little girl, my father would always try to get up and he would ask me to chant, but I was never able to chant. I was never able to be consistent. It was, I think, about 3-4 years ago when this came to me, the harmonium, and I started singing this mantra. And somehow when I started singing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, I would want to do it every day of my life. I would feel my days incomplete without chanting the Maha Mantra. And now I feel like it's become such a joyful part of the morning routine to just sit in memory of everything that you're truly grateful for, to remember how blessed, how much abundance that God has blessed us with while we chant. And that just fills the heart with so much happiness. We also sometimes may think that, okay, it's just, the Maha Mantra, it's just another song. But this mantra is not an ordinary song. It's a mantra that was mentioned in our Vedic scriptures, and our sages have been sharing and reciting this sound vibration since time immemorial. So it's not an ordinary song, it's a very powerful sound vibration that, like we discussed in the beginning, really wipes our heart clean like a scrubber.
And in between, Subha was sharing some stories about Krishna. Let us hear one story.
With that, we will proceed onto a short story that we want to share with you before we move to the next Kirtan. This is, actually I won't reveal the name of the story because if I do, the fun of it will go. But I'll let Harsh share with you the story.
So the story is set in the times of Mahabharata, and as you all know, this was a war between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, and the head of the Kauravas was Duryodhana, and he wanted Krishna on his side. So to attract Krishna, he told Krishna, I'm going to set up a huge feast for you, and I would invite you to come and join me to eat with me. This was his way of luring Krishna into his side. And he had prepared, you can imagine, all sorts of food served in golden plates so that it would be tempting for Krishna. But to this, Krishna denied, and he said, there are two components, two aspects which decide whether or not I will go to someone's house to eat. The first is if I am hungry or not, if I want to eat or not. And second, if I have a positive and a friendly relationship with the person who is calling me. And unfortunately in this case, neither of them hold true. So that's why I have to politely deny, and I can't come to your house for dinner. Saying that, Krishna walked away. And he went to a devotee's house, someone who dearly loved him. This devotee was Vidura. Okay? And he went to Vidura's house. Unfortunately, Vidura wasn't at home at that time. But Krishna walked in and he found Vidura's wife, Vidurai, we call her Vidurai. And Vidurai was simply astonished to see Krishna walk into her house. And immediately Krishna said, Vidurai, mine, do you have anything to eat? I'm really hungry. So you can imagine someone who sees Lord coming to the house asking for food. She comes from very humble backgrounds. Vidura and his wife, they had nothing to eat. But when the Lord comes to your house, you find whatever you have. They had only bananas at home. And she immediately started feeding Krishna the bananas she has. And Krishna is enjoying banana after banana, gladly accepting with the love that she is offering. After a few moments, guess who enters the house? Vidura. And he is astonished the moment he sees what is going on. And he's about to stop his wife. He's about to say, don't do this, what are you doing? And just as he's about to call out, Krishna stops him. Don't disturb her right now. She is not in her external senses. She is not able to logically understand what's going on. She is lost in transcendental bliss. But seeing what Vidura saw, he couldn't hold. He literally shouted and called out his wife. And instantly his wife was alerted. She came back to her senses. And she realized all this while she was feeding Krishna not the banana, but the peel, the chilka of the banana. She was so excited to see Krishna, she forgot that she has to give the fruit and throw the peel. She was throwing the fruit and giving the peel. Now look at the beauty of the relationship between the Lord and his devotee. Krishna was gladly enjoying the peel of the banana. When Vidura alerted his wife, immediately she started giving the fruit. अब उनको पता चल गया ना, now तो she has to give the fruit. But Krishna said, मजा नहीं आया ये fruit में. That joy I didn't feel because now you are logically analyzing and giving me what you think I would like. All this while you were lost in bliss. So friends, this pastime of Lord Krishna teaches us, God is never hungry. He doesn't want food from us. Neither does he want the banana, nor does he want the peel. He has enough and more. He simply wants the affection and the love that goes along. While we sing tonight, we chant tonight together, we can keep this emotion that Vidurai Mai had in her heart when she was feeling the fields of truly wanting to serve Krishna from her heart. So let's tap into that emotion for the next Kirtan and sing from your heart, as though nobody is in the room around. Like we can all get a little conscious and stiff and have to sing a certain way. It doesn't matter. Lord is not listening to the words, He wants the emotion. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many of you have heard this kirtan called Achyutam Keshavam? Yeah? Does anyone know the meaning of the first word, Achyutam? No?
Achyutam means no truth, like
So all the terms in this, in the kirtan, Achyutam Keshavam, all the terms are different ways of calling the name or the Lord. And Achyutam means one who doesn't make any fault. So I found this very interesting when I first learned about it. Let's sing. We'll go the same way where I recite one line and you all repeat after me. God, how big your problems are. Don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big God is, how big the divine is. So whenever we experience obstacles in our lives, we remind ourselves of this, that every obstacle, every problem that has been put in our path is ultimately as per God's design, as per the divine plan. And when we're able to see that divine plan, when we're just able to know that there is a divine plan, we never get perturbed, we never get stressed out, even in the deepest sorrows of our lives. So come, let's sing along. Once again, you can all repeat after me. ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। ये मत कहो खुदा से मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। ये मत कहो खुदा से मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। आती है आंधियाँ तो करो उनका खैर मकदम। आती है आंधियाँ तो करो उनका तूफान से ही दो लड़ने खुदा ने तुझे गढ़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं। इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। Now listen carefully. अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता। When stone is ground in fire, only then does it shine. अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता। अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता। अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता। अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता। राधे गोविंदा
राधे गोविंदा
राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा।
At last, we all danced for the last kirtan. For all participants, millet kheer was given and it was so tasty and delicious. After kirtan, we met everyone, we talked to other friends who were there, and finally I met Subha and Harsh also. Subha, I had a conversation with her. It was so nice to meet them personally and so energetic, and that was a very nice day. I can say it was so beautiful.
Yesterday came to the headquarters all the way from Bangalore city just for practice, and there was another kirtan today throughout.
So finally we completed that kirtan, right? It was so beautiful, isn't it? I enjoyed it a lot, and that energy, everything was high level. And yeah, so you witnessed it. So that's why whenever you get a chance to meet or attend this kind of a potluck or gathering, please do so. And yes, I'm getting back to home, and we'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Bye.